Hi, Spout Loreans. Abdul here with a quick pre-show announcement. If you haven't heard, this coming Monday, August 26th, is the day that we will be launching the first season of our bonus show, Mallbrats, on a brand new public feed with newly scored and remastered episodes. Launch week is going to be pretty huge, with a brand new episode dropping every day. And we're also doing a collab with our friend, the incredibly talented artist, Casey Golden, where she'll be drawing the Cool Treat Kids in her own amazing style. Launch weeks are hugely important for new shows, so we're asking all our listeners to please go and subscribe to the new feed, which is live right now. And when that first episode drops, listen, rate, review, all that good stuff. We genuinely love this show so much, and we think you'll love it too. We're also going to be doing a bunch of launch week giveaways for listeners of the new show, where we'll be giving away custom Spout Lore merch packages from our friends at Fantasy by Numbers, with amazing pins and ornaments and coasters, all with custom Spout Lore art on them. And also, one lucky listener will win the one-of-a-kind Cool Treat Kids character art that Casey is creating. If you'd like to enter to win Casey's gorgeous artwork or any of the amazing merch packages that we're giving away, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes and head over to the new feed and subscribe. Then, when the first episode drops on Monday, rate and review 5 stars or more, and make sure you sign the review with your Discord or social handle so we can find you to give you your amazing Spout Lore memorabilia. From everyone here at Spout Lore, thank you so much. We hope you like the new show.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of 3 heroes, noble and bold. A brute, a druid, and a thief who is but 9 years old. You know them by name, you know them by deed. Their quests are famously daring. So here I sit, singing to you an adventure that is worth sharing. Tuck is the brute, he knows not his home. He loves to sing and fight. Thing is half elf, he shifts his shape and wields a spear with great might. Billy's a thief, his tiny size does mask the largest heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but their friendship outweighs their smarts. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Hello and welcome to Spout Lore. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara, coming to you live from beautiful Tofino, British Columbia, with my closest and most wonderful friends in the whole wide world, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz. God, I saw it coming. I should have known, and I didn't. And right off the bat, my authority is usurped. Say hello.
Hi.
Now don't talk anymore. Or make any noise.
Doesn't feel good, does it?
Playing Fat Billy. What do you have to say?
Nothing. I won't say
I
anything
said
else.
don't talk.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Show's
keep
being a piece of shit.
I'm trying to keep the reins tight so I have control over my own emotions.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucking worn sweatpants to a recording.
We're all wearing sweatpants except you, and you look
Odd
the
man
least
out.
comfortable.
Yeah, pant out.
Go get some sweatpants on.
No, I don't have
Pause
any.
it.
All right, we're back. It's been about 45 minutes. We made Abdul go to town in Tofino and buy his own pair of sweatpants.
I didn't do that.
He didn't, and now he's just nude from the waist down in penance. Wait, not penance. The one that you do to make us upset.
Why are you guys bullying me?
This isn't bullying.
Sean, you start bullying, and then Abdul started bullying us for our sweatpants.
Playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty,
Hello.
also wearing sweatpants,
Yeah.
and playing Ving the Half-Elf Druid, Paul Oppers.
Hello.
When last we left our heroes, they had been stuck in a tent in the Desom Creek Theater Society's camp, finding Perel, the itinerant wizard, hiding in a supply shed. And after being pointed through a hole in the side of the tent, Perel had found Jaunter, leader of the Desom Creek Theater Society, having a tea date with the Torch of McCall, during which it was revealed that not only was Jaunter a mender, but the menders have been working in some capacity with the Light Guard of McCall. And that is where we find our heroes now. What do you guys do?
Where the fuck is Allison?
Perel looks around and is like, I thought she was with you.
What the fuck are you talking? We told you to find her.
And I tried my absolute best to find her. I asked around a little bit. The bars I thought were a good place to start. No one had seen her. And they had pointed me in the direction of this camp. So I came here. I thought maybe she would be here. But I saw the Torch of McCall with some other members of the Light Guard. I thought if they saw me, they would, execute me.
Well, yeah, that's probably what they would have done.
So I came in here. And there's Light Guard members kind of just around. So I've been in here.
We've got to find Allison.
Yeah. So someone you talked to said that she was here?
Yeah, somebody in the square said, I think they were a member of the society.
Uh-huh.
Said that they saw her in this area.
Okay.
Makes sense. Actors are desperate.
Yeah. Is there can we discern realities to try and figure out where she is?
Yeah, we need to take a wide berth and we need to find her.
Discern realities would be if you wanted to see what was going on with Jaunter and the Torch, as opposed to...
I feel like we know what's going on.
Well, we found out that Jaunter and the Torch are working together,
Mm-hmm.
but we know that Allison is in the camp somewhere, probably because the guy in the square said she was, and also someone told Perel that.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find her because she's here somewhere.
Billy has connections, which I haven't used in a long time.
What is it?
It's when I put out word to the criminal underbelly about something you want or need, roll a thing, and someone has it just for you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And if you roll a 7 to 9, you have to settle for something close, or it comes with strings attached. Your call.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So in the past, Billy's used thief signs or whatever carved into the post to attract people. That's actually how you guys met Mears.
Right. Yeah.
All those many sessions ago. Okay, so how's Billy doing this? How's Billy getting word out?
Well, the tent we're in, does it have costumes?
It does, yes. It has crates of old costumes.
Billy is going to use some of these costumes so that I can disguise myself as another... there's those theater kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to look like them.
Mm-hmm. So what does that look like? What does Billy's disguise look like?
Okay. They wear leotards. Okay, so leotards and jazz shoes.
Okay.
Tap shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So looking around, should I discern realities or something
No, it's not hard to
okay.
find. It's a tent full of stuff.
All right, I open a wooden crate, and in there are a ton of leotards, kind of like when you're in gym class and there's all those pennies. So Billy pulls out a pink leotard, and there's there's some bags next to the crate, and I pull out some tap shoes from there, and they're definitely too big for me, but they're the smallest ones of the group. And so Billy puts those on, puts on the leotard, and he's like, "Don't look, you guys. This is really form-fitting."
Okay. Billy, we've seen you naked.
Not like this. I've never felt so exposed in my life.
It's the pink, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why I picked this color, but it's too late. I'm in it now.
Wait, what are you doing? Should we get in costume too?
No, I must go alone.
Okay.
This is a task I must do alone.
Wait, but you have to tell us what you're doing.
Oh,
you have to tell me what you're doing.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so wow.
You were just like, I have a plan, and you put a leotard.
Billy.
Oh, sorry.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
Okay. I saw a signpost out there, and they have all those poles for the stages. And I'm going to take this pin out of my hair, and I'm going to go carve some symbols out there and see if anyone has seen Allison. And I got blend in, so I put on this outfit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Looking great, bud.
Yeah,
Okay.
you look good.
Thanks.
And good plan.
Thank you.
It's a great plan. Meanwhile, Perel still has his eye glued to that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Billy's trying to blend in. Oh, no, he just has disguise, so he doesn't have to roll for a disguise. But you do have to roll for connections.
I do.
So what is it? 2d6 plus
Charisma. Oh, I don't remember which ones I
It was
rolled.
that one and that one.
Oh, it's an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
I got 9.
Okay.
So
Way to go, Tuck.
Just rolled 2 dice into a pile of dice.
I know.
I got a 5 and a 20.
So that means I have to settle for something close, or it comes with strings attached, and I can choose.
Okay.
Maybe you have literally a bunch of strings attached.
I was
to
thinking
the
it's a thong. Yeah.
Oh, no,
my
I've
God.
One string attached.
Like I'm drawing more attention to myself.
Oh, the string attached is attached to the tendon. It unravels, exposing his bum as he leaves,
Yeah.
leading whoever would want to follow that string back to an adult full tent.
Yeah.
That's
of
way good.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, one more time?
Okay, when I left the tent, it got caught on a little nail, and
Uh-huh.
so there's a thread wrapped around the nail attached to the tent, and I'm walking all over the place, and it's slowly unraveling my leotard, showing more buttocks than before.
And leading whoever would want to follow the trail back to us weirdos.
Yeah, literally
Okay.
creating
String attached scenario.
yeah.
Okay.
Like that Weezer song.
Yeah. Do you want to destroy my sweater?
Uh-huh. So you go out and you're carving symbols in a pole to say, like, I'm looking for...
Yeah, and I'm walking making such big rounds.
So many zigzags.
Yeah.
Dancing around the poles like the Mayflower.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to do a few loops to look like I'm looking at what other people are doing. I'm like, oh, that's a good move.
Yeah.
And I start like swaying my hips too.
Billy, work them.
Yeah. Anyway, I carve a bunch of symbols in and I see another pole. I'm like, oh, that's a good pole. And I go over there.
You're going to all the poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing from pole to pole.
I say hi again to the donkeys. Hi. And I scratch some stuff on their pole.
Yeah, and they're just like, they get their noses down there and their ears are flapping around and they're
Yeah.
nosing at you.
And I pick up some grass.
Yeah, they eat it desperately.
Cool.
Yeah.
See you guys. Bye, Greg. Bye, Wilbur. I'm walking.
You're carving
I'm
more
just like-
poles.
I'm so cold. And I look around behind me and I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh, just going in circles and winding yourself up with string.
Oh, my dingling is going to show soon. And so I cover it up and I'm like trying to run back, but I forgot where I was.
Yeah.
And so I make an even bigger, like wider circle. And it's like, by the time I get back to the tent, it's only like I am covering my nipples and my dingling.
And you run back into the tent nude?
Yeah. Pretty much. It's like just the collar left.
Yeah.
Like a dickie.
Yeah, so Billy's gone for like 5 to 10 minutes and he comes back and he's basically nude with a pink collar around his neck.
Well, when he's been gone, we've been watching what's going on with the Torch of McCall.
Oh, have you?
yeah.
Okay.
And also, we were like, bro, why the fuck are you still in a diaper? Like, there's so many stores in this town. You could have bought pants.
When was I supposed to have time doing that, trying to find Allison? Conducting reconnaissance for you.
Dude, we went and stole a ship, but we also like got pizza cones and watched part of a play.
Oh, you don't just have to do one thing at a time.
Wait, was that ship thing you guys?
Oh, did you hear about it?
15 ships were blown out of the harbor
Cool, huh?
All right.
by a rogue wind. Tens of thousands of coins worth of damage was done.
Right, yeah, that was
No one's allowed in or out.
of the city.
The customs have locked down the docks until
Well,
they find out who was responsible.
That's going to complicate things for us.
That was, oh my God. And we're trying to smuggle out. You idiots. And he's like, but this diaper is really cold. Just see what they're doing. And he starts digging around in the costumes.
Okay.
And so you're watching the Torch and Jaunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're just talking about business. The Torch is drinking this tea very slowly. And he says, I understand that there have been some developments in the principalities at large that have proven quite dangerous. I've heard there's mass flooding in the halfling lands that have caused evacuations and exodus. I've heard that there have been reports of ghostly militias traveling throughout the land. Monsters. So these are the problems that you would like me and my people to take care of for you? Bolster your operations in the principalities? And Jaunter puts down his tea and says, no. A lot of those reports have been grossly exaggerated. I don't know who sent the letter to you in McCall. He says it was a mender by the name of Maggie Cole, I believe. He says, oh, Maggie, she doesn't really know what's going on. She's not really as informed as she'd like to be. There's no flooding. There's no monsters. The problems have been a lot more exaggerated than, unfortunately, I think you've been led to believe. There is one thing, though, that I think is of the highest importance is there was a complication of sorts with an item from one of our vaults. It's currently in the wind. No one's really sure where it is, but we have tracked 3 individuals to this town. There's a large man with an axe and a beard. He's pretty easy to point out. He actually looks a lot like the guy that you have towed around. What was his name? You mean Fathom. Yes, he is one of our more powerful warriors. One of the more dangerous members of our guards troop.
Cut the tuck.
Oh no. He got more dangerous. And then I turned to Faye. It's like, one time he dipped my dingling in honey and he left me in the desert.
Oh my god, what happened?
It got so sticky.
I had to walk all the way home with a sticky ding-a-ling.
So much sand. And they're traveling in the company of a halfling child and a very strange looking man with, I think, elf blood.
I'll fucking dare him.
And the one that we are most concerned with capturing, if possible, they're traveling in the company of a sort of middle-aged, scrawny, bald man. He's got a pretty terrible mustache and spectacles, but he's able to change his appearance if he needs to. His disguise skills are exemplary. So those 3 and the old man, if you're able to bring them to us, to me personally, if possible, then we can settle a lot of this right away, and you can be back on your way to McCall. And the torch nods and continues drinking his tea. Says, I understand I'm a little troubled. We brought many on the trip. We assumed that the problems here were a lot more wide-ranging than it would appear they are. And Jaunter nods and says, yeah, we're sorry about that. We're trying to keep information more succinct in the future. The torch nods and says, I understand. Trying to work anonymously and surreptitiously as we do, it can be difficult to get people to know the things they need to know. So I'll let my people know. We'll form a plan and we'll get to work as quickly as possible.
And I rip Perel out of because we've been like poking our heads through and watching. I rip Perel out of the hole in the tent, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought you said the Chamberlain would cover everything up for us.
Do they know about us?
And Perel's like, I don't know. They shouldn't. The work that I did with Chamberlain was flawless. Flawless.
Has any of your work ever been flawless?
Maybe you remember a little thing called a giant frog.
Yeah, those frogs are terrorizing a small town right now.
Because I wasn't there to rein them in.
So,
but they're intelligent. They're intelligent, huh?
Well, at least they are, you fucking moron.
Click, clack, click, clack.
Oh, Billy's back.
And here's tap shoes.
He's just wearing tap shoes now.
What
Nothing.
the hell happened to you, Bilbo?
What the fuck happened, Billy?
I don't know. So they must have taken my swimsuit. I think a lot of people saw me. My disguise didn't work, but I did right all over the poles.
Ving sticks his head out and sees the string running everywhere and leading him back to here.
And you see at the far end of the camp, you hear somebody go, what the fuck is all this?
Who's that? Is that Fathom?
And on the other side of the camp, far away, like a pretty good distance, maybe 40, 50 feet, is a ripped, dark-skinned man with a long braid on the top of his head going down to a ponytail, and he picks up the thread and he starts following it, hand over hand.
Oh!
Following the pink thread that you see connected to Billy's collar.
Oh, shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's my swimsuit. Guys, I'll be right back.
Wait, where are you going?
Billy's gonna try to lead him somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
So I grab whatever string I left on the ground. I run the opposite direction.
And like you've got a long way. It was sort of like a cat's cradle design that Billy created, so he can run back and grab some and run somewhere else.
Okay,
it's a good idea. Okay, so what would that be? Do we think like defy danger, dexterity?
Sure.
To do it quickly and surreptitiously.
Very bad.
That is a 2 and a 1.
Plus 2 is 5.
Okay. So Billy fails. Do you have an idea for how Billy fails?
Yes.
Okay.
Billy fails. He's collecting all the threads and it's getting, because he was running around in like weird circles, it's just kind of balling up around him, and he's starting to spin himself into essentially like a huge ball of yarn. And he's just like, oh my God. And then he crashes right into the dude.
Oh, right into Fathom? So
That's a Fathom?
Oh, no.
he's exactly how I described him the last time.
I know, but Billy screams it.
And Fathom is like holding the string that you're at the end of in this huge ball. And he's like, who are you? You some little kid or something? And he reaches down and grabs a bundle of the threads and he picks you up.
Hey!
Bing steps out. Tuck, you gotta stay here.
Okay, yeah.
Because he knows you. I'm going out. Oh, hey, good sir. That's it's my young actor there. What have you done to your costume, young master?
I just thought I would make it look better.
Well, you ruined it, and I'll be coming out of your shares. I'll be taking that kid. Come on with me. Sorry about that, mister. Cool hairdo. Man, you're big. You look very nice.
So just, okay, you got to roll something. Defy danger charisma, I guess?
Yep, no problem.
Oh, wow.
Holy fuck.
Is that boxcars, 2 6s?
Yeah.
13.
Holy shit.
Good goddamn. Okay.
2 6s is called boxcars?
Boxcars, yeah.
Boxcars.
I didn't know that.
Cool.
I thought it was called spider eyes.
Crab face. Because it's like all the mouths on a crab. Great. So Fathom's like, okay,
I'll just be taking that young feller.
sure,
Scoop him up.
whatever. And he holds him out.
Mm-hmm. Take him.
And you
Get
get
away. Thank you. Backing away.
Yeah, and he's like, "Woof. Weirdos.
Oh, thank you.
I think something that you pick up when you get close to Fathom is a sort of acrid smell.
Yeah.
There's this like oily,
Mm-hmm.
acrid smell. So
Was
that's
that-
something that you just pick up around Fathom. Yeah, he doesn't smell good, but he smells like pungent, and you're not sure why. Yeah. Billy starts coughing and
Yeah.
sneezing.
Yeah. And Billy stuffs his face in Ving's fur jacket thingy that he's got on.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cute.
he cuddles it.
Yeah.
This barely smells better.
Yeah. Smell patchouli.
But with that, I guess the string attached for connections is that Fathom has gotten a good look at both of you.
Mhm.
Looked you right in the face. He knows exactly what both of you look like. And so do you just head back to the tent?
No, I've come out.
Oh, you've come out of the tent.
But I am dressed as a belly dancer.
Wow.
Like Will Smith from Wild Wild West.
Uh-huh. So what does this look like?
Ving
Wearing like a veil?
drops Billy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I've got a veil on, and I'm wearing like big fake tits. And there's like a lot of
The coin belt.
yeah, like there's so much of it on me, and I'm just pretending to be a big, beautiful lady.
Oh my God, Billy, do you see that woman? Who is that? She's beautiful.
Are you fucking... Are you... Whoops.
No, Billy can
Language.
say fuck.
Sorry.
No, he cannot.
Oh.
Isn't that Tuck?
Oh,
What's that in your loincloth?
that is a story for another day. To our friends.
He would recognize you easily, probably. So.
Are you fucking kidding me? I got the veil
No,
over
I know.
my
Makeup.
face.
What I'm saying is Billy doesn't have to roll for disguises, but Tuck does.
Okay, what is it plus? Charisma?
Yeah.
Because I did it because I didn't want to feel pinned down.
Yeah, totally.
You pierce your belly button, there's blood running down.
And I got dressed really quick, and I turned to Perel, and I was like, do I look anything like me when I was getting dressed?
What? You're 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but do I look like a hot lady?
Oh, another
shit.
boxcar.
2 6s?
These dice are...
And those are my old dice. They're perfect. Great. So
Do I look like a hot lady?
Bro's like, you're 7 feet tall.
Okay.
No, but kind of.
Okay.
No one will know.
And I'm like, can you turn these melons into like the jiggly things so it'll look like tits?
Why would I do that?
Come on, for me.
Magic is hard to come up. I can't just turn things into... Give me the melons. He's like, I don't know if I can... And he's like flexing all his muscles. He starts sweating.
Mhm.
And you see the melons slowly just getting softer and softer and softer. This is the best I can do.
Okay,
And they're exactly like two cantaloupes, but really soft.
I put them in my bra.
You go,
Warm.
and Tuck comes out of the tent like that. Yeah.
I think it'd be really funny because like there's like all that fresh paint everywhere. If there was just like a paint bucket open that's red and he like grabs the paintbrush in it, it's like.
Yeah, I do that.
Tuck gives himself lipstick.
But like way too much.
I imagine you killing a fly and then smearing it on your eyes, like
Just
giving
to
you
like
cat eye makeup.
make it, like, and I put on like mascara and
Fly.
like blue eyeshadow. Like, is that eyeshadow up here?
It's also paint.
Okay, yeah.
He's wondering if this is what eyeshadow
yeah, that's
is.
Yeah, is that eyeshadow? So I put blue eyeshadow, and yeah, fucking make my eyes look longer with like charcoal pencil, and then
You describe it as make my eyes look longer.
I don't know what any makeup things are, and neither does Tuck.
I also love that he put red paint on his lips for lip color and then immediately put a veil over it.
Yeah, but then he's like, but if this comes off, then this will disguise. And then I also am like, I'm worried about the scar on my face showing, so I take a bunch of white paint and I give myself.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Like, he'll never assume that I would be white.
And then, so do you do that to your arms?
I'm making eye contact with Burrell. I'm like, I'm white like you.
I also assumed the veil was to hide the beard.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. So the veil comes off.
I did not think of that at all.
So he's like, okay, if the veil comes off, the lipstick's definitely going to distract away from my huge beard, right?
He just dips his whole beard in lipstick.
I didn't think of the beard at
Oh wait.
all.
So you understand that by painting his face, I assume bone white.
Yes.
He's also got to paint his arms and torso and legs. No,
Yeah.
because the legs have billowy pants.
Anything that's showing.
Wow. I mean that. Wow.
I already got 2 6s.
Just we're calling that just pulling a reverse Trudeau. The thing is that you got what 14,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means that it works,
Yeah.
which is just unfucking believable. And so you come out of the tent, bone white, dressed like a belly dancer, lip stuff, eyeshadow, veil. And honestly, you blend in with a lot of the other costumes in the camp. So it's easy for you to get through. And Perel comes out a moment later, like bursts out, and he's got a huge blonde beehive wig on and a big puffy Regency era gown. And he flicks open a fan and goes, let's get out of here.
It looks like Catherine the Great.
Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, so he's got the fan in front of his face and he's like, let's get out of here.
And we go over to Vinga Billy.
Tuck, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
How did you? Wow, this is amazing. We gotta get out of here, but oh my god.
Yeah. Perel made these. And I point at my breasts.
Can I?
Yeah, you can touch them. I don't care.
Can we get out of here, please? And Perel's waving the fan in his face.
No. Wait. Someone's gonna meet me here, so we gotta stay.
When? For how long?
Could take hours or days. Sometimes it's weeks or months. It could take even years.
Well, if it's gonna be that long, Bill, you better put on some pants, pal.
The leotard has turned into a deep V
Oh yeah,
that just goes
you look
straight.
like Borat, buddy.
Who's Borat?
You look like a chubby little. Oh, he's a international. He's a bard. He wears this ridiculous pink onesie that doesn't cover up his ding.
Oh
dong.
boy, I'll be right back, you guys.
And Billy runs away and comes back with some clothes.
He's dressed now.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing his raccoon stuff.
Oh, okay. He just went and got his stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. So as you're all standing around, you hear, hey,
What?
hey, over here,
Who? Where?
over here.
I look over.
And behind the tent, you see a little flat cap and a smudged face peeking out from behind. Come over here.
Me?
Yo, come over here.
We grab Billy by the shoulder, like, don't go over there.
Guys,
You come over here.
I don't trust this ragamuffin.
this is what we were waiting for. Come on.
Are the big guys, they with you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you come over here too.
Okay.
We go over.
Okay, we go.
What's your
over.
name?
My name's... Fuck, I should have literally thought of any name. Nimble. My name's Nimble. Come on over here. And it's...
I am over here.
No, keep coming over here.
And as we're walking, like we're walking side by side next to Billy because this is a weird situation. We're like, Nimble, you gotta like dial back your excitement because you sound like you're trying to get us into a trap.
I would never do that to you. This little guy's a fellow ragamuffin.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys, you don't know anything about this. This is the code.
The
All right.
ragamuffin code.
And Billy picks up dirt and rubs it on his
Yeah.
face.
I should describe Nimble. Nimble's like small, maybe like 11, has tiny points at the end of his ears. He might have some elf blood. He's really smudged up. He's got little short pants. He's got a little vest. And he's got a tiny shirt with the sleeves rolled up and a flat cap.
Usually I hate elves, but this one's pretty adorable.
Yeah.
And he's shining a penny or some shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's flipping a little coin. He's catching it in the air.
I really like you, Nimble.
I like you. What's your name, little kid?
My name's Fat Billy.
Fat Billy.
Sure is.
Put it there. And he spits in his hand. Shakes.
Shake.
Billy spits in his hand.
This is also part of the Ragamuffin's code.
And we're like, okay. And I take a medicated
Perel.
wipe out and I just wipe Billy's hand. I'm like, I just like clean it.
And while you're cleaning my hand, I'm like, so what dirt you got from me?
Oh, I got the goods for you. I found the dame you're looking for. She's meeting somebody out back of the fish gutters.
The fish gutters?
Yeah, if you head down closer to the water, you take a right at the shoe boy. He's shining up the shoes. He's also a ragamuffin. Blink. That was him winking.
Shoe boys. All right.
The shoe boys head down the alley, turn right at the other alley behind the big pile of fish guts.
The fish guts.
She seems to be meeting somebody out there, but if you want to catch her, you're gonna have to move quick.
Oh.
Flick. Catch.
I flick Nimble a rock. My favorite one.
And he snatches it out of the air, rubs it on his shirt, looks at it, and goes, "Pleasure doing business with you, brother.
It's great to meet you, Nimble. Brother for life.
Brothers for life." Spit again. Shake.
I clean his hand again.
I clean Nimble's hand.
And as you wipe the spit off of his hand, it's the cleanest part on his entire body. He's like, "All right, pleasure doing business." And he tips his flat cap and he disappears into the shadows.
He just run into the woods?
Yes.
You hear him go as he runs away. Nimble, gonna live forever.
What? What the fuck was that?
That guy has a ton of chutzpah.
Yeah. I know. He keeps spitting it into his hand.
And Perel's sitting there like fanning himself with his big fan. He goes, "That was mystifying." But should we go?
Yeah, we gotta go. Did you not hear him? We
Yeah.
don't have much time.
Let's go. Let's find Allison.
Flap, 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 flap. Wait, does anybody have anything they want to do on the way?
Maybe just wink at the shoe boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a
So-
little boy, also little points on his ears, shining a dude's shoes at the end of that alley.
I flip him my other rock.
He catches it, he tips his cap, says, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Pleasure to meet you.
That guy looked exactly like Nimble.
Weird.
Oh, he did look a little like Nimble, didn't he? You take Nimble's directions, turn the alley. You see a big pile of fish guts. Well, you smell it before you see it. And then it's just this big glistening pile of fish guts. It's covered in seagulls and
Ugh.
raccoons. They're just going fucking crazy back here. And you see Allison far behind the fish guts, further down the alley. And she looks kind of nervous. She's like looking around. But she hasn't seen you guys yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait, should we reveal ourselves to her? Or should we wait and see who she's waiting for?
She looks really nervous
Doesn't
right now.
she?
Yeah,
I've never seen her look like that.
Yeah, I have actually, in my entire life, knowing Allison, I've never seen her look nervous.
It's scaring me a lot.
Yeah.
I want to ask the raccoons if they've seen anything weird. Like, what's going
yeah.
on?
I keep forgetting that you can talk to animals. Sorry, I keep forgetting that Ving can talk to animals. Every time I introduce an animal into the scenery and Ving starts to talk to
It's
it, I go,
literally-
"Fuck." Right.
This animal would know everything.
It's the only thing I remember about Ving.
All right. What do raccoons sound like? I'm just thinking like,
Yeah, do whatever you
welcome
want.
to my fish pile.
That's
that's
pretty good.
because they have thumbs to do this with.
That's true. They could do the hand thing. So
Okay.
there's a raccoon sitting on a pile of fish like, hey, welcome.
Hey, bienvenido.
Oh, you want the pile of fish? The fishes are so good at this time of year.
Mi scusi, I'm here looking for my friend. You seen anything weird with this lady over there?
Oh, she have been meeting with a lot of people today. A lot of people coming back and forth. A lot of people in the nice white clothes.
Fafangula, tell me more, my friendy.
I mean, all of you look like a big tall people. Like you have a nicer hands, good for gripping, yes? Like me. We are friends. We the same. And
Oh, yeah, and then they do a cool handshake. Like a very elaborate handshake.
The
Little
camera
raccoon-
goes so close to
Yeah.
it. It's like
Flip, flop, flip, flip, flap, flip. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. Flappy flish.
and your crystals come away covered in fish guts.
Mmm.
Anything else that you want to know?
How long you been here?
Oh, I've been here for generations. My grandfather, he found these fish pile. These fish pile. My family have been sustained for centuries.
Your fan should be very proud of you. You do a great pile garby fish. Molto bella. Grazie mille.
Does a quick cross and goes, "Mwah. Mi madre."
Are
No,
these
that's-
raccoons Catholic?
See,
All raccoons are Catholic. That's why they have so much guilt. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, what are you trying to get out of this raccoon?
that she's been meeting with a bunch of guys dressed in white.
Yep.
What? Why would like the light guard?
Seems like.
Okay, let's hang back and watch and see who she meets.
All right, let's hide behind this bush, behind the fish guts.
Yeah, because she's, like, you can see her. You guys got to be careful if you're just talking to a raccoon on the fish pile.
Yeah, but she just hears a couple of raccoons going at it.
I guess that's true.
Ugh, it's so slimy in here.
Is Billy in the pile?
Billy,
Yeah.
you went into the fish pile.
I don't know how else to be secret.
Just smushed right in there. So you do see Allison, like, her attention is piqued, and she walks a little bit further down to a junction between two buildings, and you see her talking to somebody.
Who is it? Discern realities?
Yeah, give me it. Somebody's got to roll fucking something.
Use these ones.
Because right now they're out of sight.
Oh, yeah.
So 2d6 plus wisdom.
I said these ones.
Fuck.
Are those 2 ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you don't get any questions. And you mark a point of experience.
Hell yeah.
There are 2 ways that this failure can pan out.
Mm-hmm.
One is you don't learn anything about who she's meeting. And the second is that you do, but then it gets worse.
I like that.
Worse.
Sure.
Okay. So you see Allison talking to somebody very, very earnestly, very intently. And then they move. She goes, "Come here." And she gestures them further into the alley. And a white-robed light guard scholar like walks into the alleyway, and they're talking the scholar is pretty young, pretty lean. It's like a young woman. She's very kind of scrawny. Looks like she's maybe not even out of her teens. Like she's new to the light guard. And they're talking very intently. The scholar's writing things down, and they're just exchanging information.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuck, you see this happening, and you go, "What the fuck? She's talking to the light guard?"
Mm-hmm.
And you are like, "What the fuck?" And you lean forward, and you put your hand right on a seagull, and it goes, "Honk!" And then all the seagulls go, "Bah, bah, 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 bah," and start flying away. And the scholar and Allison whip around, and they see all of you staring at them. And Allison's like, paused for a second.
Because the pile was actually 95% seagulls.
They fly away.
We're all
There's like
just
3
standing
dead fish.
It just sinks into the ground as the seagulls fly away.
Ving just raises his hand and waves. Hi.
And they all look at you, and Allison starts running away.
Ugh. What about the scholar?
They both run in the same direction. They start bolting.
Do we chase?
Yes. Chase.
Chase! 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 We start chanting as we're running after.
Because Tuck's like, "Do we chase?
Chase!
Chase!" Okay, so how's a chase going to work? I think it's just going to be a roll. I think someone's going to lead the chase. I think if you get unmitigated success, I think you can get both of them.
Okay.
I think if it's only partial success, you only get one of them. You know what I mean? You can only get answers out of one of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, one person's going to roll. One person can aid if you want, but somebody's got to lead it. And it's
What do we think?
Plus.
so with Tuck, I imagine that it would be strength.
Okay.
Because it's like the strength of his muscles. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're gonna try and use your muscles to catch them and scoop them?
I guess so, yeah, to like get my legs to move hard and strong enough to catch up with them. My legs are going to beat up the ground.
Yeah.
And then
It doesn't have to be strength. I'm getting a tone out of this explanation.
No, I want it to be strength. And the tone is directed at Paul, who asked me to describe running.
Yep.
To
Go
him.
ahead.
His feet will pound the ground like fists.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they go
gonna
sideways or backwards?
Okay, 2d6 plus strength.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so you get a partial success. Who are you catching, Allison or the scholar?
Allison.
Okay. So Allison and the scholar start hauling ass down this alley. You're sort of in between two clusters of buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You start pounding down the alley behind them. Just being like, chase.
Chase faster.
And Perel's...
We're all running, right?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm way further back.
Okay.
Yeah, and Perel's like holding one part of his dress up with one hand and his fan and the other like, I can't catch up.
Oh, right. I'm in the belly dancer's costume.
It's so loud.
You can hear me go.
Oh, yeah. So Allison might not even have realized it was you specifically.
Oh, yeah.
But she realizes that she's been busted.
By a belly dancer, a white belly dancer with crazy eyes.
Oh, she recognized
Things
Ving.
there.
Never mind.
Yeah.
But I have like such
And
sweet
Billy.
boobs. Like she wouldn't know. Is
She
it?
put two and
He's
two.
chasing
together.
Allison, it's me!
Blong, blong, blong.
So you get to the end of this alley, and the scholar and Allison like split.
Mhm.
The scholar runs to the right, Allison runs to the left, and Tuck goes to the left.
Yeah, I turned to the left, but I turned so hard that my bra whips around the back. So now the boobs are on the back.
And how does Tuck catch Allison?
So it's like classic, like small, like narrow alley chase scene, and Allison is fucking fast.
Yeah,
Like she's like doing parkour.
Yeah.
her dress rips up one side, so her legs are free to move.
And there's like carts coming out, and she's like running up on the sides of buildings, and I'm like throwing them out of the
You're
way.
just barreling through.
Yeah, or like running through them, and just like chase.
She kick slides under a cow.
Oh yeah.
And Tuck throws the cow out of the way.
Yeah, but he like lifts the cow and throws it in front of her.
Oh my god!
Can I do
nice.
that? Is
Yeah.
that insane?
Sure. I mean, I kind of want you to roll for it, but
Okay.
you
Hell
also-
yeah.
All right, 2d6 plus strength.
Watch out, she's parkouring.
Oh my god.
6, 5.
6.
I'll aid.
Okay.
I'll give it a little gust.
Okay,
Of wind?
Yeah.
so roll 2d6 plus your bond with Tuck.
Ooh, big enough.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Right.
I can't believe you pulled off this fucking cow move. So you throw the cow, you grip this cow under the middle, and it goes, "Wah!" And you whip it over your head. It starts sailing through the air and falling just behind Allison.
It's not going to make it.
And what does Ving do?
He says that and then beats his big imaginary wings. He gives a big gust of wind.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
And
So dope.
the
yeah.
wind blows past you, Tuck. You feel like a woof.
And as Ving does that, I see like the shadow of the outline of Thunderbird wings.
And there's a fire just off to the side that roars up with the
Ugh.
blast of air.
Cool.
And
And
you-
there's like cracklies.
Yeah. In the air, you hear,
In the
Yeah.
and the cow goes, and it flips through the air and lands right in front of Allison, and she slams into it. And Allison's right there. You got her.
Okay. She passed out.
No, she's just like holding her head.
I pick her up.
Yeah.
And then I take the veil off and I'm like, it's me, Tuck.
Goes, I know you're 7 feet tall and 5 feet wide.
We got to have a chat.
Why are you running from us?
Can we do this somewhere else, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to the hotel.
Okay. Just everybody be cool.
And then, so I put the veil back on. And we nonchalantly try and walk out of this alleyway, this motley crew.
Yeah, da. Nothing weird going on over here.
What is Pearl dressed as again?
He's dressed as a Regency era debutante.
After you, milady.
Oh, thank you, sir. Doing a bad accent.
I want to carry the train at the end of his dress.
So cute.
Billy put fish guts in his pockets, and now he's like throwing them like
Like Flower Girl.
Make way.
holding the train. He's just throwing it out of the back.
The most edible bachelorette in all of Oxfordshire.
We suck at acting casual.
Yeah, you're the worst. You guys are definitely the epitome of that, like, act casual, and everybody comes in, and there's someone, like, fake nailing a board to a wall, and you're like, hi!
Yeah, that move.
And, yeah, you make your way to the hotel. You see on the way someone handing out pieces of paper with a drawing of the three of you on it. Like, you're saying these people wanted for questioning by the Crystal Bay Customs House.
Sorry, I can't read.
I think we would remember seeing these weirdos.
And I have face blindness.
This is the voice that Tuck is doing.
Wow. Very well. Well, any information for the customs house will be greatly rewarded.
I want to take the rest of those posters off of them.
Well, he'll give you a couple.
Give me all of them.
He looks around.
I'll post them around town. We're going to the Emerald.
Yeah, you're gonna try and convince him to give it
Yeah.
to you. He's like, I could get in a lot of trouble.
I'll give you $2 for all these.
2 coins?
Yeah,
That's
right.
more I'll make in a week. Here you go. Problem solved. Make sure to post them.
Just put them in the fire.
Don't worry about that. Wham.
Posted.
Yeah, so you get back to the hotel. Mears is there having his, he's sleeping. He's passed out in the other room, and Allison just sits on the bed.
Oh no, we put her in the chair.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
tie her up.
Oh, okay. She doesn't resist.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Sorry to do this, Allison.
I understand.
How are you feeling?
Not great, Billy.
Okay, I tied this knot, you guys. Can you get the one at the back?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you see her shapely legs all the way up to her fit, firm waist, tying beautiful milky skin.
Yeah, and her legs are showing because of the parkour that she did.
Yeah, and
She
she's
ripped her dress.
got ripped legs because of all the free running and flips that she does in her free time. Because I'm sorry, I haven't been completely honest.
Well, you better start.
How much do you want to know?
Everything.
Yeah, and then some. Tell us some stuff you don't think is relevant.
Let's start there.
Did you know that the Emerald Hotel and Spa was constructed 250 years?
Oh my god.
50 years.
unreal.
They've had emeralds that long?
Wow.
That on top of being anti-inflammatory spice, turmeric can also be used to make delicious baked goods. No, she's just telling you facts that she knows now.
Oh my goodness.
This bitch is trying to tell me about turmeric.
And like Vig pulls out like a little mason jar that has turmeric in it, and it says for inflammation.
Okay, so the reality is I initially came to Crystal Bay in the employ of the Light Guard.
I don't make any noise because my feelings are hurt.
He says.
I didn't gasp because my feelings are hurt.
And well, they should be. I've never intended to hurt you. The reality is that I was banished by the Light Guard, and I was recently able to claw my way back to the material plane, but they found me very quickly, and they forced me to work for them as an advanced scout. We came here because the Light Guard had received a letter from an organization of some kind that exists in the principalities.
What are they called?
I wasn't privy to that information.
Mm.
Supposedly they are a subgroup. They were founded by the Light Guard or something like that.
Menders.
I have heard them say that name. And they sent me here ahead of them to sort of gauge the situation, to meet up with some members of the Menders and sort of see what the situation was. The letter made it sound like there's a lot of awful things happening here. Then once I was here, once I'd figured out the situation, you came to town, Tug. And I thought finally I had an opportunity to get my revenge on the Light Guard and be free of them. I knew that you would help me if I asked you to. We have a history. Look, you're so strong. You've overcome so many enemies, so many opponents. And I know that the Light Guard would be no problem for you. I could be free. We could be free together. And I can't let them know that this is my plan. I can't let them know that I'm planning on trying to kill the Torch of McCall, trying to escape. So I've still been working with them. I've been feeding them information, false information.
About who?
Just about whatever's going on in this town. I told them that there might be other succubi in Crystal Bay. I told them that there's some sort of force keeping creatures of the Outer Dark in Crystal Bay, that the Coronet might be involved. The truth is, I have no idea why the sun's not moving. I couldn't care less. But they think it's a problem. And that problem will keep them distracted from my true goal.
Which is what?
Putting them 6 feet in the ground.
If that's true, how do they know about us? We heard them talking. We heard Jazam from the...
Who's Jazam?
The guy from the Jazam Creek Theater Society.
Oh, Jaunter. His
Yeah,
name's Jaunter.
Jazam. He was telling...
He always does that.
He was talking to the Torch of McCall, and they knew everything about us already, and they've been fucking...
They sent out posters about us.
Did they say they knew
Yeah.
us? Like,
Jaunter described the three of you and Perel.
yeah. How would they know that?
I don't know. I didn't tell them anything about you.
How do we know that's true?
I have no reason anymore to lie to you. All my cards are on the table. That's it. I want them dead.
Then who's telling them about us?
It's almost like if someone had rolled to discern realities earlier in the session.
We'll do it now.
I wonder if rolling a discern realities can allow you to glean information from a previous thing that you witnessed. I think that that's totally fair. Also because I kind of want you guys to get some more breadcrumbs. Some tasty breadcrumbs.
Who wants to roll?
Do it, Bilbo.
Yeah, you should talk to the amnesiac fairy. Let me just rack my tiny little brain.
Hey, man, he gets results.
Whoa.
11.
Somehow he racked his amnesiac brain.
Oh, does he do like a magic thing?
Yeah, he closes his eyes and he starts feeling through his thoughts. And he's like, "Oh, that was a really good cookie I had, and I had a really good sleep last night, and the blanket was so soft."
And then Billy's just remembering his like past adventures too.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that meeting that dragon was crazy.
Yeah.
Was that, but no, too far.
Yeah, and you see it like move down the timeline and flip forward, and it's like Billy's like the king of a small country.
He's the king of a little like squirrel village in the woods. And then no, that wasn't it. And then it's
Not
Billy
it.
eating a roll.
Yeah, and I replay that memory a few times. I'm like, I don't remember where I got it. Okay, that doesn't matter right now. And then I think back to when we checked in at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think back to when we went to get that dinner and those bullies came up and tried to fight us. Well, they did fight us.
The idea that Billy thinks of other gang members as bullies.
That's really good.
Am I coming up with this thing or are you coming
No,
up?
you're asking the questions from the list.
Oh,
You
yeah,
get three-
sorry.
You get three. Jeez Louise, guys.
We can be here
I'm
all night.
sorry. You're
So there's
right.
3 questions from the discern realities list.
Okay, I forgot.
That's okay.
So Billy's memory is back in the Dasam Creek Theater Society where we were just and Tuck and Ving and Perel are in the tent and Billy's weaving his way around past the donkeys and he passes by a tall man and Jaunter and he's like, "Ugh, Jaunter."
Yeah, you hear them talking about how everything has been greatly exaggerated by Maggie Cole. She doesn't know what's going on. There's no flooding. There's no monsters. There's no weird soldiers. So what are the questions that Billy's asking?
So in that memory, Billy's like, "Well, what happened then?"
So what happened here recently is Jaunter, as a traveling bard, goes town to town in the principalities investigating things for the Menders. he gathers information and then he meets up with other members. That's sort of how they pass their information. They speak face to face. They never write anything down. Because if somebody steals all that information, there's a lot of terrible information they could know. So as the leader of the group that the Menders were founded by, Jaunter met with the Torch to sort of pass that information on. It sounded like things were so bad in the Principalities that the Torch and McCall decided to come personally.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess something that would actually be cleared up by that too is that Jaunter, because you heard Jaunter saying, well, this is all fake. This isn't real. There's no flooding. There's no monsters. There's no whatever. That's not true. You know that personally.
Yeah.
Like you've seen the fallout from the flooding.
Mm-hmm.
There's halflings on the road. The Penusians were like, yeah, there's flooding in the halfling
Yeah.
lands.
What's he talking about? And then, so what here is useful or valuable to me?
Well, what here is useful or valuable to me is... So, Billy, you remember seeing this and realizing that you didn't say anything about it because you didn't think it was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But the Torch pours more tea from the teapot while he's talking to Jaunter, and he takes a sip and he goes, "Oh, it's a little cold. Do you mind? He goes, No, please. I'd love to see it. I've heard many stories." And the Torch goes, "Very well." And he presses his hands together and kind of spins his palms. And when he pulls his hands apart, there's a little lick of flame hanging in the air between them. And he kind of gets it close to the teapot, and you see him put the teapot on his hand, and bits of flame are curling around the bottom of the teapot like it's on a stove element, like it's on a gas range, and he's just heating up the tea with this fire that he's able to just call from his body.
It boils.
Yeah, and then he pours some more steaming hot tea. So what Billy saw
The
that
tea!
it must be the tea.
Where there's tea, there be cookies nearby.
The shot of this like massive revelation pans slightly down and to the left to the cookie tray.
Yeah.
And Billy's like,
Yum, yum.
and then it zooms in.
It does. And then Billy's like, it's not important right now. And then he has to zoom back out, back to the Torch and McCall and the tea and the flame thing. And he's like, why didn't I see that?
Yeah. And he holds his hand up and you can see the flame is like on his skin. Like his hand is burning. And then he just goes, he closes his fist and it snuffs out. And Jaunter's like, amazing. Just incredible.
Gives him a round of applause.
Yeah, it's a little clap and he goes, oh no, please. The god of the flame provides.
Okay, so the other question, what here is not what it appears to be?
I think this is a thing where it's like, this isn't a thing that Jaunter would tip. This is Billy putting together information. So he's lying about what's happening in the Principalities. He says that Maggie Cole is bad at her job, which, I mean, at least even according to Billy, that doesn't seem likely.
Maggie was so good at her job.
Yeah.
And she's
annoyingly so.
Yeah, and you know that the way that like Sweet Caroline is so loyal and Mears is like falling over himself around Maggie, like she's at the very least renowned amongst the Menders. Because you know the Pinewood kids doing the recreation of the Lone Tree Hill were bad. The DeSalm Creek Theater Society here was bad. They should be good. You know what I mean? Like the writing was bad.
Yeah.
The acting was okay, but they were working with a bad script, it seems like. So what here is not what it appears to be is Jaunter.
Jaunter!
And Billy opens his eyes, and all of you open your eyes as well, because while Billy was scrubbing through his memories, you were all seeing the exact same thing that he was seeing.
What?
Somehow Billy was sharing his memories with you, these like old, weird, half-remembered memories. And Billy, you look down at your hand and you realize you were gripping the glass ring from Chamberlain in your hand.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
So, I mean, yeah, that's the situation. So let's recap what we learned from that Discern Realities. Perhaps the densest and most delectable Discern Realities
Gross.
To date.
we've ever done. So what we learned was, wow. Okay, what was the first thing we learned?
The first thing we learned was that
Most of the pile was seagulls.
I think
How far back do we
it
need to
was
go?
the tea thing. Like I walked by and
Yeah.
and the Torch of McCall and Jaunter met up and I was like, ugh, Jaunter. Oh, and he was like pouring the tea and it was cold. and so the torch did the flame thing with his hands.
Was that the second thing?
The first thing was what here happened recently. What we learned is that the Menders were founded by the Light Guard.
Duh.
And Jaunter, as a traveling musician or a traveling performer, probably traveled town to town. And maybe that's what all bard groups are. Who can say? It sets a precedent for traveling performers being mending groups.
And also the Menders and the Light Guard only transmit information verbally.
Because it's the safest way to do so.
Yeah.
That's the other thing you
Because
learned.
it can't be hacked.
They never write anything down.
Yeah.
And then the second thing you learned is that the Torch of McCall is able to summon fire from his body.
So lame.
Did
you see how smug he was about it?
Yeah, I did.
So showy.
Oh, he was like, no. It's the god of the flame. So you get the idea that this is legit like a divine power that he was given by Tuck's god. And then the third thing you learned is that something is up with Jaunter. You've heard the Desom Creek Theater Society is good. The plays were bad. He's lying about Maggie Cole. He's lying about what's happening in the principalities.
And he has all this fucking information about our lives. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe we'll find out next time. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me today, Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, played by Abdul Aziz.
Bye.
Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, played by Jessica Tai.
Bye, everyone.
And Ving the Half-Elf Druid, played by Paul Oppers.
See you later, guys.
Thanks to Wes for all the technical work, Abdul for all the editing, Aaron Reed for our intro and outro music. Thanks to our Patreon supporters who support us at patreon.com/Spout Lore or spoutlore.com/money, please.
Billy, you were a king?
What?
You were a king?
I guess so. I haven't thought about that in a really long time.
I won't think about that in a really...
Join us at patreon.com for our upcoming Blades in the Dark campaign featuring the Cool Treat Kids and set in the High Spear Mall.
Instead of recording that tonight, can we figure out what's happening next?
We can say, maybe I'll make you wait. Oh, thanks to Adam Coble and Sage Latora for inventing Dungeon World. We really appreciate that. And thanks to Vincent Baker and Meggie Baker for inventing Apocalypse World, which is the game that Dungeon World is based on. All incredible games you can find on the internet. If that's not how you pronounce Meggie, I'm sorry. Thank you to you for listening. See you next time.
And so ends the tale of adventures three who tried the best they can. Though dumb and scared and lost they be, fun times abreast in revelry. And though our journey may be lying a conclusion, we will not leave you without a resolution. Return next week to hear some more whilst you commute or do your chores. And for you, I'd gladly spout more.
So Billy's moving back and through his memories, and he hits one where he's on the roof of a farm, of a cow shack. I guess, what are they called?
Barn?
Yeah.
Cow shack.
He's standing on the roof of a barn, and the halflings on the ground in front of him, because he's not part of the party, obviously, but they're all counting down. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Sunday!
And as the celebration happens, the sun touches the horizon just barely and then rises back up into the sky, not fully setting.
Woo! And then Billy cheers too late and chugs a jug of cream that he stole from the barn below.
Cream! Oh my god!
Oh no!
He's having a great time, even if he's alone.
He falls off the roof.
He
Into a
does.
hay bale.
He does. Oh no, sorry, that was way too long ago. And then he scrubs forward, but only 5 minutes, and it's the halfling singing, with all acquaintance
be
forgot and never present. sun will touch the land and sea will all bring dies.
And then Billy's like, wow, I don't know if they knew any of the words. And then he just moves on to the next memory.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Are you there?
I think I'm getting something.
Why are you recording?
For science. Did you hear that?
We're a little off schedule. Maybe it's the aliens.
I'm studying electromagnetic phenomena and anomalies.
I don't think losing people is scary. I just don't want to do it anymore.
Just together with you.
Radio check, who's this?
I didn't do it.
You never do anything.
We should still be secure.
Are you safe?
The walkies again.
Who are you?
Comfort.
I am not doing it on purpose.
You can't bullshit.
I am not doing it on purpose!
Stop. Stop!
Oh God! I don't like this. I don't like this.
What the hell was that?
I'm not supposed to know that. We're supposed to be innocent.
I feel an ending coming.
Oracle, a sci-fi anthology podcast set in the not-so-distant future. Season 2, Transmission, available in bi-monthly episode releases starting July 1st, 2023. Or listen now to Season 1, Iris, wherever you get your podcasts.
Spout Lore is proudly a Spout Lore Studios production.
A podcast for best friends by best friends.